Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter at Boink Studios. And check out our Facebook page where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show. Hey, what is up? This is a 30-Minute Fun Show. I'm Tom. This is the boy. Say hey, boy.
What's up?
This is the new podcast I've been teasing for a while. And it took us, how many times this make until we actually record?
Probably like 2 or 3 times.
I think we've had 2 false starts, maybe 3.
Yeah.
What happens is we end up picking up background noise, and other times, like the last time we did this, it came a torrential downpour outside. It was crazy. A lot of rain. And it picked it up on the sound, and we're like, dude, really? So we had to take the thing off. And even now we've got birds chirping outside. So I don't know what's up with that. We're going to try to take the birds out of the recording, but I've got one happy bird outside the window. Maybe that'll be the title of this first episode.
Yeah, one happy bird.
One happy bird. Stupid nature. Anyway. So yeah, hey, what's up? And this is our first ever podcast together. You have appeared on the show before. You've been on Tom Clark's Main Event. Right? Remember the year we went to the con and we recorded on the way down, the way back? Mm-hmm. And we just went to Heroes Con in Charlotte last week, week before, last week?
Yeah, last week.
And tell the people how cool it was.
It was very awesome. There was Run DMC, the place to be. And we got to have a picture with him. Mm-hmm. We saw Spidey. Mm-hmm. We saw Wolverine.
Yes, we did.
Lady Deadpool.
Yes. There was a bunch of Harley Quinns there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cool. Probably well.
How many Spider-Mans were there? Like 2 or 3?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Something like that. There was one Batman who looked.
No, there was.
There was 2 Batman, but one looked incredible.
Yeah, one had it was half Batman, half cat.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot about him. He was great. But the other one that looked like body armor on, mm-hmm. Remember he was walking around with, he was with a Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Did you know he started following me on Instagram?
What, he did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess he went through the hashtag HeroesCon, and he was looking at the photos from the con that day, and he saw mine that I posted with you. And he liked it, and so I followed him, and he followed me back. It's pretty cool.
Oh, and we also seen a Mario.
We did see a Mario, didn't we? And we saw Luigi. Didn't we? Or was it a Wario? We saw Wario.
Yeah, Wario.
That's right.
And we got to see Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. We saw it was Darth Vader and some stormtroopers were there, right? Pretty cool. It's nice that he took a break from trying to rule the galaxy.
Yeah. To
show up, and, thankfully he didn't force choke any of us.
Yeah.
So that was nice. I don't like getting force choked.
I've been force choked before.
You've been who force choked you?
In my dream.
In your dream. Well, that's a pretty good time to get force choked because it's not real.
Yeah.
But you know what they say? If you don't wake up during a force choked dream, then wake up in the middle of it, you might die.
Yeah.
And that's not a way to go. Actually, it's kind of a cool way to go. So how'd you go? Well, Vader force choked me in my dream. So that's cool. And like you said, we met DMC, Darryl McDaniels. Mm-hmm. DMC, dude, I freaked out. I did.
I kind of freaked.
Well, you know Run DMC, but you don't know them like your dad knows them. And to meet him was... And by the way, guys, DMC is awesome. He's so cool. He took the time to talk with us. He loved my Deadpool T-shirt, and we talked about the Deadpool movie more than we talked about anything else, which was nice. He's a huge comic book fan. He's got a comic book out there. He's hooked up with a publisher, but I'm not sure who it is. I'll have to do some research on that. We should have just went ahead and bought his comic while we were there.
Well, yeah.
He was nice enough to get us a picture.
But it was probably like $30 or $40.
Well, it was probably pretty pricey because you know why?
Why?
Because he doesn't show up for free. Since he's like a celebrity, they pay him to be there. He's got to make his money back and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's getting paid on top of it, but he's going to try to sell some merch while he's there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. Nice guy, too. Really nice guy.
Yeah, really nice.
This was your 4th Heroes Con. This was number 4 for you.
Yeah.
You'll be 8 in September, my God in heaven.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Then I'm already one number behind my cousin.
Yeah, you are.
Wait, then I'm gonna... Wait, no. Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So, who did you go as this year? Who was your hero this year?
I was Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yes, you were. I mean, I know because I bought the costume, but I just wanted you to tell everybody else. So, you were Ant-Man this year. Last year, you were who? Do you remember?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Who were you the year before?
Captain America.
I'm saluting. I gave him the answer.
Yeah, Captain America.
Captain America. And then your first year there, you were who?
Superman.
No, you were Iron Man.
Oh.
Remember you got to take the photo with the dude dressed in the Iron Man armor? Remember that picture?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Because you had like a big Iron Man and a little Iron Man. Mm-hmm. That was cool, man. Yeah, see, I've been going since 1991. That's a long time. Me and your Uncle Kyle started going. Oh. Funny story, the first time we ever went, I stayed in Waynesville that weekend. And it was me and Kyle and his brother and a friend of ours. Okay?
Who's Kyle's brother?
Eric. You've never met Eric.
No.
Eric's cool. But we stayed up there in Kyle's parents' house. Kyle's parents were out of town for the weekend. And, you know, Daddy's never been a partier and Kyle wasn't either. So we weren't doing anything stupid or dumb or anything. But we stayed up all night the night before just laughing, just joking, playing video games, reading comics.
Wait, what kind of video games?
I think Kyle had a Sega Genesis.
Wait, what's Sega Genesis?
Oh my God, I'm showing my age. It was a great gaming system. Sega Genesis.
Kind of like an Xbox?
Well, similar, but it took a cartridge. It didn't take a disc. Because at one time, Game System took a cartridge, like a plastic cartridge. You just pop it in instead of like a DVD, like a disc.
Wait, did you guys have Call of Duty?
No, honey. Call of Duty wasn't around then.
Darn it.
No, we thought that too. Actually, we didn't know to think it. But it was cool because, dude, we stayed up all night long. So the next morning, we are exhausted. And Kyle drove us down to the con. And he had an old red, like a Datsun hatchback. Don't even make Datsun anymore, okay? Yeah. It had a gigantic windshield. Like a big, long, wide windshield for a small hatchback. Here's the thing. Kyle can't drive. So when you ride in the front seat with Kyle, you are hanging on for dear life because, like, he doesn't stop early. Like, if there's a car stopped in front of him, he waits till he's almost hitting their bumper before he hits his brakes. And that's how it's not that he can't see. He just can't drive. And I'm like, we were all going crazy. Like, dude, slow down, stop. It was crazy. But like, we were exhausted on the way down. And I think that a buddy of ours drove back because Kyle was beat. I mean, we ended up taking a nap on the way back home. We were wiped out. But that was our first con. And I had so much fun. And I've been going ever since.
Wait, was DMC there? Or was DMC?
DMC was still recording and making music at that time. So that was 91, you know.
Yeah, and he's still now.
I don't know if he's making music now. Maybe he is.
Yeah, and like, even though he was like 1980s, he's still, even though he was in the 1980s, he still looks young.
He looks good.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like he's took care of himself. He's in shape, too. Remember the T-shirt he had on? What T-shirt did he have on? You don't remember. Yeah. Guns N' Roses.
Oh, yeah, Guns N' Roses.
That was so cool. That was the highlight of it for me, was to see a GNR T-shirt on him. So, okay, so this is the 30-minute fun show, like we said before. And because we're into pro wrestling, you guys know that. We're into comic books. We're into video games. Xbox has took over our lives. I firmly believe that Xbox can save us all if you really give it the opportunity. Or it can just fry our brains to the point that we would become drooling vegetables. So either way, it's good. It's fun.
Yeah, Rise of Tomb Raider is really fun.
I like Rise of Tomb Raider.
Except the only part that I hated about Rise of Tomb Raider is the bear.
The bear was extraordinarily hard to kill.
Yeah, except then, like the 20th or 21st time, I killed it.
I think it was more than that. But yeah, you slayed the bear.
Yeah, I finally slayed the bear.
You are the bear killer.
Yeah. An easier way is just to get a double barrel shotgun and then go like.
Easier way to do it is to get a bazooka.
Yeah.
But we don't have a bazooka. It's not an option on the game.
Yeah.
If there was an option on the game for a bazooka, we would have beat the game by now.
Yeah.
Because every time you run into bad guys, whip out the bazooka, take out 40 of them.
Yeah.
They need to add that option. Creators of Tomb Raider, software developers, if you're listening, add the bazooka.
Yes, please.
Because you're missing out.
Yeah.
So, ease up there, Ed. Okay, so I've got a question for you. We are fans of Dude Perfect, especially this one. And they often play the game of what would you take on an island if you could only take 3 things. So that's their game. That's their thing. But we're comic book fans, right? So we're pro wrestling fans. So we're going to switch this up a little bit. So I got a question for you. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Say you're ready. Mm-hmm. Say it.
I am ready.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Who would win in a fight? John Cena or Godzilla?
Godzilla.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought you would have John. I mean, John's back. He's your boy, isn't he?
Yeah, probably Godzilla would win. Because he's more bigger than John.
He's much bigger than John. But I have news for you. John kicks out at 2. Whatever happens, John will kick out at 2. Godzilla could drop the city of Tokyo on him. And John would kick out at 2. You know this, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So that's a good one.
Yeah.
I actually like that one. I think I might have to go with John. Only because John kicks out at 2. So, yeah. Godzilla would win the first fight, but then John would win the next 3.
Yeah.
I think that's how that would probably go. I like that, actually. Okay, I got another one for you. Ready? Who you got? This is a game called Who You Got. You like that? We'll remember this for episode 2. Episode 1's just kind of feeling the things out. You know, we got the bird outside. We don't really know what we're talking about. So, and you keep kicking stuff and making stupid sounds on the recording. By episode 2, we're going to clean all this up and we'll sound a lot more professional. Deal?
Yeah.
All right, I got one. Who you got? Batman or Bigfoot?
Batman.
Think Batman taken? Bigfoot's pretty big, dude. What would Batman have to do to beat Bigfoot? What would he have to do?
Probably just get his little taser gun and then...
A bat taser?
Yeah.
Is there such thing as a bat taser?
Remember?
I've never even heard of a bat taser.
Remember in that in Batman Arkham City?
Yeah.
There's a bat taser where you shoot it and then to the bad guys and then they'll go like... Grrr.
I would imagine that Batman would have a more sophisticated weapon than a taser.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Probably he would... You know what the best gun that would be?
A bazooka?
No. It's AA-12.
And it's AR-12.
No, AA-12.
No, I think it's AR-12.
No, AA-12.
Are you sure? We also happen to be fans of...
FPS Russia.
FPS Russia's sweet. Yeah. Dude's not Russian, which ticked me off. Thanks for ruining it for me. Spoiler alert, he's not really Russian.
Yeah.
He tells you so in the video, and he ruined the whole thing for us.
Yeah, he just does an accent.
He does it very well, too, but it still ruined it for me. So you're taking Bigfoot against Batman?
Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. I don't know how I would do that one. That's a tough one. Bigfoot's big, I'm not going to lie to you. All right, I got one more for you. We can come up with some more if you want, but I got one more. You ready? Who you got? Han Solo or the Grinch?
Han Solo.
Han Solo, he's reaching for the Nerf blaster, which is Daddy's. Don't shoot that.
What? There's no bullets in it.
How do you know that?
See?
It's loaded.
No, it's not.
Shoot it and find out. Uh-huh. What's that? What just happened?
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it was loaded. I told you.
Well, I didn't know.
Okay, so Han Solo versus the Grinch. I'll take this one first. You got the Grinch. Now let's hang on. We're done shooting. Ease up. Put on the safety. So let's clarify. Let's clarify for everyone listening. Okay, is this the Grinch before his heart grew 3 times the normal size that day, or is this the Grinch before his heart grew 3 times that day?
The Grinch down.
So the evil Grinch.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense now. So the evil Grinch, who actually looks a bit like Greedo from Star Wars Episode 4, and we all know Han shot first. Thank you very much. So you got Han versus the original Grinch. Okay. So for my money, I have to go Han because he's got the blaster. Yeah. And you know what? Even if Grinch were to like blindside him, like with the dog, or hit him with the sleigh or something, Han's got Chewbacca. Chewbacca has his back. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's pretty funny when he gets hit with the sleigh.
Who gets hit with the sleigh?
Han Solo!
Well, how do we know Han got hit with the sleigh? You don't even know. Don't shrug at me. So who you got? You got Grinch or you got Han Solo?
Han.
You got Han? I'll go with Han. I'll buy that for $1. So how cool would it be to be president of the United States?
A scale of 1 to 37, 37.
What?
37.
What does that mean?
That means that I really like to be president.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 30. Oh, how did you come up with 37 as the number?
Just wanted to.
37 seems like an odd number.
Yeah.
I imagine it would be a lot of responsibility. What would you do on your first day as president? You just got elected. They said, Mr. President, what you want to do? What would you do?
I would probably just go to McDonald's, get 15 Big Macs, 30 McRibs, and a salad to make me laugh. Oh yeah, we're also a fan of Epic Mealtime.
Yes, well done. Well done inserting that joke. That was
yeah.
nice. So we're not interested in ending world hunger. We're not interested in solving the crisis of the Middle East. All we care about is going to McDonald's and getting a great big fat bag of food.
Yeah, I would rather this pig out.
Couldn't you do that now?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean right now. Where are you going? I don't mean right now, dude. I'm talking about we could do that now. So your first act as president would be just to pig out. Today, on the White House lawn, newly elected President Clark came out and announced to the press that he was going to go to McDonald's and pig out. Would you eat in McDonald's, like with the Secret Service around you? Would you pull up in the presidential limo?
Yeah.
Would you go in the presidential limo through the drive-thru window?
Yeah.
No, that would be awesome. Can you imagine the look on the girl's face in the drive-thru window when the president, when she has to well, no, you wouldn't be paying for your food at that point. All your food would be paid for because you're president. So they would pay for your food for you. I guess the driver would or something. Or maybe you wouldn't even get charged. You are the president. You might be eating for free. Mm-hmm. You know what's better than free food? Nothing. Free food is amazing. Do you know what I'm saying? See, the bird agrees. You hear that? No?
Hey, birdie.
Hey, birdie. Bird don't like us. Either that or he just got a lot to say.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
You know that you could be anything you want to be, right? I've hammered that into your head sufficiently over the past 7 years, haven't I?
Yep, pretty much.
What do you think you want to be when you grow up?
I already know.
Tell me.
Deadpool.
You want to be Deadpool? But Deadpool's all burned up.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you don't remember? That's right, you can't watch the movie.
The door.
Okay, so I have news for you. Deadpool is all burned up. He got all burned up. His hair got singed off. He has no eyebrows. He's like a burn victim. But he heals, right? He just can't heal like Wolverine where everything grows back all pretty.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, so he looks really, really rough. So you still want to be Deadpool?
No, never mind. I'll just be Wolverine.
Meanwhile, I have to ask you this. That leads me to my next one. So if you could be any superhero, you would be Wolverine? Even though Wolverine's short and hairy? You'd be okay with that? I have news for you. They can't hear you nodding your head. Try again. He just did the Professor X thing with the 2 fingers to the temple. That's nice. They can't hear your thoughts either.
Yep.
This is not a video podcast. We've actually had this conversation, me and friends of mine, over the years. Well, since I was your age and, well, actually since last week, what superhero would you be if you could be? Who would you be? I had to pick the Flash. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because you want to go really fast.
Dude is crazy fast.
Yeah.
And really, you could do anything you wanted to do if you were crazy fast. Couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
This thing about, I want to travel the world, but I can't afford it. You know why people don't travel the world or they don't get to?
What?
They can't afford it. Taking a cruise is expensive. Going on planes is expensive, right? For normal working class people like us, it's pricey, right?
Oh yeah, if you ever go on a cruise, do not go on Carnival Ecstasy.
Why would you say that? Why would you bash the cruise line like that?
Because it rocks around. The last night that we were on, it made us go like wobbly each side.
So you're choosing not to endorse Carnival Cruise Line.
No, I would like to go on a Carnival Victory.
The Victory. How do you know Victory's any better?
I would like to go on the
The Disney cruise. Dude, you got as much to do with Disney as I do with the Queen of England. That's the truth. Because you weren't raised in a Disney home. You were raised in a pro wrestling and a Looney Tunes home with Bugs Bunny and Daffy and, SpongeBob. That's what you were raised with. You weren't raised with Mickey freaking Mouse. I don't like Mickey Mouse, dude. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
I don't trust any dude that runs around wearing white gloves and got a high-pitched voice. Well, who's he, Michael Jackson? What's going on with that anyway?
Yeah. Okay.
I really wish you got that joke, but I don't know if you did. So you're going to bash Carnival Cruise Line. I got sick. Remember what happened to me? I got the flu the last day. Oh, my God, dude. And then what happened when we got home?
Then I got sick.
You got sick. We got sick together. We stayed in bed one day all day long. Mm-hmm. Sick as dogs. I mean.
Oh, yeah. One.
What did we watch on TV all day?
What?
Remember, we watched TV the whole time we were in the bedroom. Sick. What did we watch on TV? Was it Netflix?
No, we watched. Yeah, it was Netflix. We probably watched Sharknado.
No, we didn't watch that crap. We watched something else. How do I not remember this? Because I was sick. I was in a crazy sickness. I was hallucinating. I don't know. I was hallucinating death. I was like, please kill me now. Anyway, you know what? As bad as it was to be sick, it was very cool to spend the whole day with you like that.
Yeah.
So.
And he's already getting sick again.
I'm fine. It was the crud. I'm good. I'm over it.
No.
Yeah. I don't look sick, do I? I feel fine. You're the A dude, and listen, I'm fine. I'm the picture of health. I got over it. It was just sinuses. You're the one with the allergy problem, not me. Should have took you to get your allergy shot today. What was I thinking?
Wait, today?
Yeah, today's Tuesday. No, today's Monday. Ha! Oops.
Well, I could get it tomorrow.
You know what's funny about this show is that I don't know when we're going to be able to put this thing up because this is the first recording we've done. And we need to go record some more episodes before I introduce this thing to the masses and try to get some hits. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, school's out for summer. Sing the song. Go.
School's out for summer.
Nice. Do you miss school?
Nope, not at all.
Really? You don't miss your friends or anything?
I miss my friends.
You miss your bros, don't you?
Yeah, but not school.
You miss your girls too, don't you?
I have no stinking girls.
Don't lie, man.
I'm not lying.
It's all right. Hey, you know what? I'll keep it on the down low. Watch the chair there, Ed. I'll keep it on the down low, man. It's cool. Yeah, got girls. It's all right. Dude, when I was in school, I never had girls. Ever. I mean, straight up, man, I never had girls. That's how life was for me, dude.
Yeah, he never did.
Hey, don't say that. Why would you? You didn't know me when I was like a teenager.
He never did. I have a prediction.
What?
I have a prediction.
You have a prediction?
He's not winning.
What? I thought you said something else for a second. I'm not going to tell you what I thought you said. That's crazy. Oh. All right. So, school. Let me tell you about school. School is necessary. Okay? Mm-hmm. School is a necessary evil. Quit looking at my cheat sheet. It's not funny. You can't read. What was wrong with you?
Okay, I can read. See?
Yeah, we went over all the notes. We went over everything I want to talk about. We're talking about school now. What grade will you be in when you go back to school?
Second.
Second grade.
Yep.
2nd grade. How you feel about that?
Not that good.
Why don't you feel good? Why wouldn't you feel good about being in 2nd grade?
Because when I get in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, then I'm going to have to do EOGs.
What's EOG? Dude, I don't remember.
The older kids.
What's that? What's EOG stand for? EOG, what's it stand for?
It stands for...
Don't tell me you don't remember. Why do you got to be so fidgety? Can't you be still?
Elementary oath.
You don't really know, do you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Holy crap, dude. You got to have to learn to start paying attention. If you're having this much trouble going in 2nd grade, you can't remember what EOG stands for. My God in heaven. You got to start paying attention. Anyway, 2nd grade. It makes me feel old because you're just getting older all the time. It's insanity. I don't even know what to say about that crap. 2nd grade. Jeez. Before you know it, you're going to be 18 and you're going to be out of the house. You're going to be playing in a rock band somewhere. Maybe on the way to college, hopefully. See, here it is, people. I'm not one of these dads that's like, you're going to go to college and that's it. Blah, 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 blah. I'll tell you why. Because, newsflash for you, college is not what it used to be when I was a teenager. When I was a teen, let me just tell you a quick story. When I was a teenager, college was the place to be. If you wanted to get a leg up in this world, you had to go to college. You had to do something to have a career. Guess what? You can have a career doing whatever you want to do now.
Oh, yeah, and when he was a teenager, you know what he had to do? Cut open a frog and see its guts.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to do it too. Yeah, you are. Biology class, man.
No.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't think I have. I might be a bit older, but I've not forgotten high school. That was terrible. It was gross. We had lab partner, and the guy that was my lab partner was the one that cut open the frog, and I just acted like I helped because I didn't want to touch the friggin' thing. So.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. We got toads all around the house, man. You go cut up in the toad. No, that's murder. You can't go kill a toad.
Yeah, we can.
No, I'm not endorsing toad killing. Okay.
I saw a toad at Miss Mary's.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
How big was it? Again, the audience can't see your hands. Tell me how big it was. Bigger than a rock?
6 inches.
6 inches. Wow, that's pretty descriptive for
Probably
something.
3 or 4 inches.
3 or 4. Okay, we went from 6 to 3 to 4. So which is it?
4.
4. Gotcha. All right. So, I don't know if you're looking, but it's almost that time. Because when we say 30-minute fun show, by cracky, we mean 30-minute fun show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've had fun, but we've sure had fun.
Yeah.
Haven't we?
Yeah.
Huh? Haven't we? Huh?
Yes.
Come here.
Yes.
Huh? Ow! I jammed my thumb. That is not funny. You nerd. Watch yourself. Oh my goodness. It's not that funny. You're just laughing to see the wavelength, the sound wave, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I'll make you laugh for real. I'll make you laugh till you puke. Don't think I can't. Yeah. First kid in the history of podcasting to ever laugh puke on the air.
Yeah.
It's nasty. You want to get up off the recording table here? Can we do that?
I'm not on the stupid recording table.
Don't say the S word. There's no sense in that. That's hogwash.
Stupid.
That's a bad word.
No, it's not.
It is if I say it is. You want to not hit me again, or I'm going to put your little hind end through a table.
No, you're not.
Wait and see.
I'll put you through this computer.
Well, I don't even know if that's physically possible.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is. All right, I think we're going to wrap this up. This has been the first episode number 1 of the 30-Minute Fun Show. I'm Tom.
My name is Wesley.
Nice. We're going to see you next time. Come back soon. Check out all the links we're putting in the description of the show. Go read my stuff. Come back and listen to me and the boy again next time around. Subscribe and download today. iTunes, Google Play, and everywhere else you can possibly find us.
Swag, people.